abomination, indivisible.
All right, I'm looking for an approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Moved by David, second by Pat. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. We'll move right into 6, effective and efficient systems, and a approve amended resolution to combine polling places for special elections. Superintendent Gross.
Well, first of all, my apologies for bringing you this item again. You took action on this at the most recent board meeting, and the timing was tricky. We're boxed in by December 31st as a deadline to do this. And we, we're generally in communication with the county about polling places and elections and things like that. And the person who we worked the closest with there was out of the office for a while. And upon her return, she voiced some real concerns about limiting our polling places to 3, specifically the 3 that we had. And a lot of it just has to do with the population dynamics of our communities, right? So Julie and I spent a long time talking about this. Julie talked to her, looking at the numbers again, trying to figure out where an additional place to add would be. We suggested Zion Lutheran Church, which had been a polling place for us previously. They have high capacity there. And when we proposed this to her, she was very supportive of the idea of adding Zion as an additional polling place. So bringing this back to you, the last thing that we want is if we run a special election to have the dynamics of the voting be such that it turns people away. Julie and I discussed the hours and both feel like that should still stay the same. It does make for a long day, but starting early in the morning and running to later at night enables more people to have access to the polls. So bringing back essentially the same resolution with the addition of Zion Lutheran, and then we looked at the breakdown of the precincts and townships and whatnot, tried to again create some balance there. So this is the amended resolution.
Thank you. Do I have a motion?
So
Moved by Pat. Do I have a second? Second by Mark. Any discussion?
Now, what does this do in terms of cost?
So that was another thing that in speaking to the election, official at the county, when they run elections, they staff the polling places for the potential of voters. So according to her, it would be less about the number of judges we would need, but more about where those judges would be. So, Julie, correct me if I'm wrong, but the number of judges we would have had at the library, there would just be fewer there now and more at Zion. So it won't affect our cost a ton. It'll just be distributed more between those 2 locations. Is that right, Julie?
That's correct. And she very specifically said it will not change the cost or even the ability to find more judges. Because we'll be pulling some of that group from the library to Zion. It's not adding a judge.
Do we know if the Zion is in this?
They're designated by the county as a polling place, so it should be within.
It's been.
And they handle large numbers. They're used to really large numbers.
Yeah.
One of the largest polling places.
And this is only if we use special election,
It's
right?
only if we need a special election.
Madam Chair, there's a matter of convenience here too. South of the tracks or south of the river and north of the river, right, for people. And I think the key thing is how this is communicated out to the public. If and when that special election happens, where the polling places are at. So, as soon as we know that, as quickly we can get that out and get people educated on where to Plus it'll make it easier on that matter of convenience of trying to get north of town, if we solve the town, trying to get south of town. If you're north of town, so it didn't make sense.
Well, mail-in balloting is still,
Not enough.
possible.
Absentee.
Yep,
Correct.
you can still vote absentee or absentee or in person.
And again, that's part of that educational piece.
Matt, well, that didn't change the amount for, say, the area of Grand Rapids and the townships in it. We are saving money by not having multiple across the county, like, or across our district. I just want that to be clear.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did our last election cost when we had to run that election? Approximately
60,000.
60? Okay. Any other discussion? Hearing none, Julie, you want to do a roll call vote?
Melissa Barr,
Yes.
David Marty,
Yes.
Ben Hawkins,
Yes.
Pat Maderi,
Yes.
Mindy Marion,
Yes.
and Mark Schroeder.
Yes.
All right. Resolution passes, and there is no other business to come before the board in this special meeting, so the meeting is adjourned.
That's a record for you.
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Trying to get it, Mark.